That's not what organizational institutional leadership looks like. Like, for example, you can't tell me, well, who's the greatest leader in the Jewish community? You can't tell me about one guy who's running everything, who's the king and the whatever. You know, but you've got institutions that such that if you cross those institutions, they will destroy you. Just ask Nick Cannon, who's been apologizing for about 3 years, right? If you talk about what it means to accumulate or to develop institutions, it requires a certain type of discipline. It means that you understand basic things. For example, that the person who's really the boss of the institution isn't the loudest person in the room. The boss doesn't want you to know they're the boss because they know that they're mature enough. They've risen up Maslow's hierarchy of needs enough. Remember, Maslow's hierarchy is where you're operating on the base level, where you need food and water and you need attention like a child. They've risen up to the point of self-actualization where they understand that they're a part of something greater than themselves. They quietly acknowledge that leadership is service. They're not looking for just all the attention and all that stuff. They're looking to actually get something done. So what happens is, for example, if you look at the greatest, strongest corporations in America, Microsoft worth $3 trillion, Nvidia worth $3 trillion. Sure, they've got their leader up there. You know, Nvidia is run by Jensen Huang, who quietly worked for 30 years to make that company worth $3 trillion. Apple is run by Tim Cook, he's not flashy. He doesn't show up with his shirt with his chest out. He doesn't show up with three women on each arm and a bunch of money in a Bentley. Tim Cook just quietly moves about making sure that he is a good steward of this organization and that he also works with the board of directors to represent the interests of the shareholders. So if he shows up as an undisciplined buffoon, that ends up disrupting the stability of the institution. Do you understand? So here's my point. Here's what I want to get to. I dread the day that a rapper starts a bank. I don't know. I can't think of too many rappers that I would trust to run a bank. I would fear for them. I would say, gosh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really, really bad. Um, Here's what I also want to mention, since I want to be solution oriented and not just complain about the issue. If you want to have banks, you can create a bank in your own family, and that's probably the best way to approach this anyway. A private bank within your own family could be 10 times more effective than some big community project that with a bunch of people that may not even loan you any money if you need it. You know, I know that we like the big and flashy and the glamorous things. We love to see things that are backed by celebrities. We love to see the stuff that's going to be on TV or that's going to go viral on the internet. But what I want you to do is I want you to think about not just the internet, but what's happening in the inner workings of your family. Not just the internet, but the inner stuff that's going on within your own family. So let me give you an example. I know families in the Black Business School that have done this, where they got together with their smartest relatives and they said, let's create a family bank. And you know what a